Hi everyone, I hope you're well. So this is a bit of a new one for us on a Friday. So we're going to do an introduction to what's on for the weekend, and have you got something that you might be planning that you'd like to share with us? So we're going to go around really just in regards to what activities you could be doing at the weekend, out and about in your community, enjoying the weather, the treats and what's going on in your local area. So we're going to do that throughout Fife. And today on the show, I've got Jim Parker. Afternoon, Jim.
Afternoon.
And I've got Anne-Marie Faulkner. How are you, Anne-Marie?
Fine, thank you. Hi, everyone.
Good, good. So we're going to have a little chat about what's going on in Fife over the weekend. I'm going to cover Levenmouth. Jim, what are you going to cover?
Any surprises? It's going to be Snook.
No surprises whatsoever.
But I'll tell you what, if there's anything else coming up anywhere else, I'll obviously mention it. And if anybody else wants to put anything in the comments about what they've got coming up locally or next week as well, by all means, just give it a shout out, and we'll tell everyone about it on this show.
Absolutely. Anne-Marie, where are you going to cover?
St Andrews.
Fabulous. So we're getting through quite a bit of Fife there. And as Jim says, if there's anything out there that you or is out with those areas, feel free to share it, message us, and we can share it with everyone, and it gets everyone something exciting to do over the weekend. So for myself, I'm going to start with Levenmouth. So quite a lot going on actually. Off with Friday. So for you budding enthusiasts who are planning maybe Christmas and winter, tonight, actually today between 10:30 and 5. So I know it's leaving it a bit slack, but they are there tomorrow as well between 10:30 and 4 at the Old Manor Hotel. There's a Christmas gift fair, and it's basically a designer knitwear sale. Yeah, so they've got a designer knitwear sale on. They've got some cashmere items there too. Really good price ranges as well. Really accessible to get to the Old Manor. Everyone knows where that is. So go along. You might get a wee treat there. I'm certainly planning to. So that'll be good for doing tomorrow. Other side of Fife, in Milton of Bogoni, actually, Milton of Bogoni Village Hall, they've got an indoor car boot sale tomorrow. That's on from 9 until 1, and then it's on again from 2 until 6. So they're obviously having a little bit of a lunch break in the middle. But actually, if you're sellers out there and you're having a bit of declutter over the winter and you're looking to get rid of some of the old kids' toys and what have you before Christmas, obviously to get the restock on the new stuff that the kids are going to want, they have got some seller tables available still. Table for sale, £5, so you can take along your knickknacks. I don't know if you guys do car boots, do you?
I did ages ago, back in England, back in London.
I can't be bothered. If somebody wants to come and sell my stuff, please feel free.
Jim, I'm not going in your loft to get your 1960s teas made.
I know. It's like my Benetton teas made from 1960s. By the way, if anybody's looking for an instruction manual for an Indesit 942 washing machine from 1978, I'm your man.
You're the guy. Brilliant. Tonight, actually, there's a really exciting thing going on. And again, it's quite local. So Levenmouth Community Festival of Remembrance is on. I think today is obviously a very powerful day with regards to World War I ending, and there's lots of celebrations of that taking place and remembrance services taking place. But at Levenmouth Academy tonight from 6:30 till 8:30, they are conducting a remembrance service. Now, it is a ticket event, but tickets are £5. They can be purchased from Wesley Parish Church, actually, guys. So go along there. The hall's there. Jim was showing you where that is the other week there. So you can purchase them from there, and you can actually contact the community groups in Fife, and they'll be able to direct you in regards to Levenmouth community, Buckhaven and Methil community. They'll be able to direct you how you can get the tickets. But it actually sounds like it's really great. And all the proceeds from those tickets are going to the Poppy Appeal. So again, you're doing a little bit of a good thing there as well, guys. In regards to what's actually happening there, so as well as doing the remembrance piece, there's performances which are included quite a lot of our local community people. So you've got Sea, Army and Air Cadets. They're doing a bit of interaction down there. Something there as well. So they're doing a little bit of an entertainment and remembrance piece, as are the First Methil guides. So again, it's great to see the kids getting involved in this, and it's helping them as well, don't you think, Jim, in regards to that whole remembrance piece, because those young children won't remember that, obviously, unless they're educated around it. So it's a good way to do that, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
So not only the guides doing it, we've got Aberhill Primary School. The children from there are also doing an event. But my best bit, and it always grabs me when I hear it, the Buckhaven and Methil Brass Band are also going to be there. So there's nothing like a bit of brass band to get the heart singing. So that's quite exciting. So as I say, that's at Levenmouth Academy from 6:30 until 8:30 tonight. So if you're looking for something to go along and do in a remembrance piece, that's a really good way to do that. Tomorrow, Saturday the 12th, at Montrave Hall at London Links, Fife, Strathspey and Real Society are launching a ceilidh.
Wow.
It's a good jig and a drink. So it starts at 7:30. I know, it's on at 7:30 till 10:30. There's a cash bar, so you don't need to worry about anything there, guys. So if you like a little tipple while you're having a jig, you can. Takes you back to your school days when you were remembering how to do the some reels and everything, doesn't it?
Good memories.
That was horrific.
Do you remember that, Anne-Marie? You wouldn't have done it.
That was completely horrific.
Was it horrific?
No, I couldn't. I hated it, honestly. It's like, because it was like almost a point of rejection, wasn't it? Well, because you had to stand there and you had to go across and pick a girl. And it's like, what if she said no?
I know.
I was only 11 years old. It's like, how can I take that kind of rejection at that age?
But the other way around though, Jim, it could be a girl thinking, supposing I don't get picked. You know, it works both ways.
Absolutely. But I was quite selfish. I just thought about myself.
Never. So yeah, so that's on this evening, as I say. So not only have they got an open bar at half time, because you're getting a wee breath to take, you know, if you've done all the dancing and picked all the girls, you get a wee break in the middle, and they've got some stovies on as well. So for that one, tickets can actually be purchased from ZAF at the Premier One Stop in London Links, guys. Tickets are £10. So if you nip along to there, you can get them from there as well. So I'm sure that's going to be quite a busy event. And as I say, it's at Montrave Hall in London Links today. Sports fans, you might not be fancying a bit of a jig. You might want to watch a bit of football. So East Fife are playing at home today. Tomorrow. It's kick-off at 3 o'clock. They're playing Albion Rovers, and tickets for adults are £18. For over 60s and concessions, it's £16. And under 16s for a home ticket, it's a £5. And actually, if you're a care person, and you can evidence that care, so if you've got your little tag or badge or something, and you take that along and you're a home supporter, you get in for free. So that's a nice way. A nice way to spend your afternoon.
Always like free.
Free's always good. I thought you'd like that one, Jim. But as well as all of those things, you know, some people don't want to be indoors, and some people don't want to be spending cash going to events, and some people are not really quite comfortable yet, are they, being all kind of that social piece. So if you want some outdoor activities, there's lots of great outside spots that we've got. You've got Leven Beach, it's beautiful, go along there. Buckhaven Beach is really nice too. You've got the Weems Beach and the promenade walks that you have along there, and the caves. It's really nice. I actually was quite surprised when I went down there. I forgot how beautiful that was. With not living in Fife for a while and then exploring it again, it's gorgeous down there. Have you been down there, Jim, recently?
No, but I feel with everything you're saying, I'm not prepared for this. You seem to be on point with this show. It's like, I think I've not done enough here.
It's not a competition.
You're taking the words out of my mouth, Jim.
It's not a competition. It's about.
I tell you what, though, I brought the music. Ready for the weekend? Come on.
Oh, you've got Anne-Marie involved, so that's a good thing. Yeah. So for the quieter people that are not prepared and just want to go for a stroll, you could go to all those places and have a stroll. Lethem Glen's one of my favourites, and if it's dry, it's a fabulous way to walk as well. But you've also got Silverburn Park, lots going on there as well, and the Cottage Window Cafe. If you've not done the Cottage Window Cafe, I really would suggest that you do. That's open today, Saturday and Sunday from 11 till 3. Teas, coffees, chocolate, variety of treats. And actually their treats are supplied by themselves, but also from Carla Bakes and also the wee vegan bakery. So something for everybody, Jim, including yourself. So if you're out for a wee cold walk where you're really hot and everything on, you want a nice hot coffee, pop along there, because it's supporting the nature park as well and the local community. So I think you'll agree, Levenmouth, it's looking pretty good this weekend. What's going on?
It is. Absolutely.
And that's it from me, Jim. So if you want to go into all your preparation for the East Nook for everyone, that'd be fabulous.
Okay, listen, guys, I've put in the comments here for, if you've got anything to give a shout out for the weekend, please feel free to put it in the comments, because we can maybe promote it next week as well. I'm going to talk about some things that are coming up this weekend, but over the next weekend and coming week as well in the community of East Neuk. One thing which I really love, and I'm going to have to be there early to get Barnett's Bakery. I'll have to get focaccia bread, right? And if you didn't get it first thing on a Saturday morning when Bowhouse opens, you're done. You're not getting it because it's sold out within about an hour. It's gone. They bring a huge amount and it's just gone. So I'm going to be there first thing, probably doors open at Bowhouse tomorrow. So Bowhouse is on this weekend. It's just outside St Monans. You're going towards St Monans from Ely on your left-hand side, the Bowhouse Market. It's a fantastic time. You've got a whole load of traders there. I'm going to mention some of them. You've got ciders, well, alcohol, for example. You've got about 6 or 7, maybe about 15 different people actually promoting gins, ciders, brewing, craft beers, all the different things are there. Barnett's Bakery, as I said, will be there as well. Scotland the bread, obviously it does what it says in the tin, I suppose. I'm not talking about shortbread, by the way. Cakes and confectionery. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's about 9 different cakes and confectionery. That will include people like the Muffin Man Fife, which is Darren from St Monans. We've got the Pit and Weem chocolate as well, chocolatier. We've got Starfish Cakes, Whippy Bakes as well. So we've got all these different ones. Catering. We have the Ox and Anchor, the Screaming Peacock's going to be there. If you get the Screaming Peacock, rosemary flavoured chips every single time it gets me. Oh, it's great. It's great. It's a wee signature, the rosemary flavoured, chips. It's like, it's fantastic. So try them out when you're there with the Screaming Peacock. There's teas and coffees there as well. There's also beers, as I said, and you've got condiments. You've got like Alice's Kitchen. You've got different jams, different chutneys, different spices, and different other things. Oh, God, there's a huge other list. There's a huge amount of traders here. You've got cheeses as well. St Andrew's Farmhouse Cheese. You've got Strathearn Cheese Company. East Neuk, our favourite East Neuk Kiln House, is there on Saturday, tomorrow. They'll be there just over the road, but they'll be in Bowhouse as well. Fruit and Veg, the East Neuk Market Gardens, they'll be there. Yep. The Bowhouse Butchery is always on site. It's a brilliant place to go. Woodmill Game's going to be there. They're a good favourite for game like pheasant and that. Savouries, you've got Wee Cook, you've got Rolla, you've got sausage, Rolla Marolas, or whatever it is, sausage rolls. I tell you, every time I pass, I think, if only. Most people don't know I'm a vegan. I'm like, oh, if only. And it's like, no, I can't. Anyway, other things, you've got people promoting different things. You've got the beekeepers as well. They're going to be promoting different things there, and also bee-free plastic. So that's the ones I've got coming for tomorrow for Bowhouse, which is on from 10 till 4, Saturday to Sunday. So get yourself along to that. It will be different traders each day as well, so they'll not all be there the same day. So check that out. I will be there tomorrow doing a live broadcast. Some of the other things I've got coming on, but quickly, you got anything else, Anne-Marie? Just over to you for one thing. You got one thing to hear about St Andrews?
Yeah, well, in St Andrews, just real quick, you've got the Rose and Thistle Christmas Market, and that's going to be tomorrow, held at the Holy Trinity Church in St Andrews. It's a free event, and it's actually from 10 a.m. till 4 p.m. So it's just a daytime thing. And this is, coming up to Christmas. You can get all sorts of things there. So it's a Christmas market event. They're bringing together the best local makers to help you get started with your Christmas list. So it'll be everything you need, from gifts, stockings, stuffers, mulled wine, Santa will be there, and even the opportunity to pre-order Christmas dinner. So that sounds really good. And that's tomorrow between 10 and 4 p.m.
Good stuff. Some of the things I've got coming up in the week. Let's talk about the week, actually. For me, I've got St Monans Community Larder. That's every Friday in the St Monans Town Hall. You can see that here from 12 till 3. So that's actually pretty good. That's soup and bread and soup, queuing for the larder. So the larder's toiletries and other essentials, and so they've got less food waste all the way through. So that's quite a good one to go to. If you've also got donations, you can more than happy to take them to them. Some of the other things I've got coming up. So this is quite a regular thing every Friday with the St Monans Larder. Aladdin, the East Neuk. The Aladdin is on the 2nd December. That's a Friday, the 2nd December at 7:30, and that will be at the Anstruther Town Hall. So if you're looking for tickets for that, I'll maybe see if I can find a post that shows you tickets for that. But you know it's on and you could email info@eastnukecentre.org.uk. A quick one, community letter pick. That's next weekend, next Saturday. So there's a community letter pick. It's the Drill Burn
That's this
project.
Saturday, Jim.
That's tomorrow.
Oh, so it is. Jeez, I've lost a week. I've lost a week. It's tomorrow. Oh my goodness. It's like my holiday.
You've been having too much cold and flu supplements, I think, Jim.
Aye, well, that's it. Most people will say I've got a cold here, but the community letter pick is tomorrow. So that's the Drill Burn project, and that's from 1 till 2:30. Now, the community letter picks are only meant to be about an hour or an hour and a half. You don't want to bore yourself to tears with them by almost being a chore rather than something that's enjoyable. So it will be good. So the meeting place is the footbridge behind the Drill Tavern. Now, make sure you've got gloves. Well, actually, they said gloves, litter pickers and bags will be provided. I have my own litter picker and my own high-vis vest.
As do I, actually.
I'm a doctorated member to the litter picking community.
Don't say that after you've had too many mulled wines.
Anne-Marie, you got anything else you want to talk about for St Andrews area?
Well, the thing is, I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. I just had the one thing that there was something else I saw as well, and it was a choir. But I didn't. Hang on 1 second. I did have. I was just having a look, and that was the main one that I actually saw. But this one, there's a.
Well,
yeah, it was a choir.
I'm going to jump onto this. I'm going to jump onto this, Anne-Marie. Look, while you're at it.
Yeah.
So the Cooper area, the craft market is on tomorrow in the Cooper area at the Corn Exchange, and that's from 10 till 3. I'm glad you said it was tomorrow the 12th. Or I would have been saying next weekend. So now this is get all your Christmas shopping under one roof. 25 different stalls, including woodwork, soap, candles, dog treats, cashmere gloves, hats, jewellery, fused glass, sea glass, home bakes, jams. Everything must go. Roll up, roll up. And I'll play my next new clip. Something for the weekend. Yeah, see, it's cheesy, isn't it? But who cares? It's Friday afternoon.
People at the moment, everybody's looking for things to do, aren't they? And they're looking for fun to be had at the weekend that doesn't necessarily cost a lot of money. Everyone's kind of starting to think about those kind of things, aren't they? But they want to get out and about and do something different. It's a way you can go out, you can do a little bit of Christmas prep, you can have a bit of fun doing something interesting with the kids, and it's not costing you the earth. And we've given you really about a dozen pointers there of things that are going on in Fife that people could go out there and enjoy.
Absolutely. So if you've got any more to add to that, please feel free to add to it. That's me. That's all I could think of now. There is other things that will come up, and I'm sure at some point in time, for me personally, I'll probably just get on and promote them while live. You know, what about yourself? Finally, Anne-Marie, just to finish
well,
off.
there is actually a bear festival going on tomorrow. It's called Cambodia.
Can I just check what you just said there? Did you say a bear festival or a beer festival?
Beer, as in
right. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm having this impression of a whole load of bears getting together and actually having a festival.
No, beer is in liquid, Jim.
Okay.
The right kind of beer. So yeah, Cambolicious, that's what it's called. It says Cambolicious is back, the East Nuke Premier Bear Festival with your favorite games, music, food, and activities. And that's to be held at Cambo House, Cambo Estate, Kings Barnes, St Andrews, and that's KY16 8QD. So if you make a note of the postcode, because they're not that specific with the address, I think it's quite rural, so you'll find it by the postcode. I'll
just be able to explain to you where Kings Barnes is. So if you're at Crail and you drive out the St Andrews Road at Crail to St Andrews, Kings Barnes is on the way there. And the Cambo Estate is just before you get to Kings Barnes. If you're coming from St Andrews towards Crail on the Crail Road, then the Cambo Estate will be as you come outside of Kings Barnes. It's near the gin distillery, the gin distillery itself. So it's near there. So that'll be the coming. It's well signed and posted if you're on that road. So don't worry about it. You'll find it. Just make a beeline for Kings Barnes, and there'll be something somewhere for that signpost.
Perfect.
Yeah, That's me.
Great. The only thing I'd want to say is just to reiterate, if there's anything that you'd like us to share on your behalf, if you're out there in the community and you're watching this, you've got an event coming up and you'd like us to kind of promote that in the Fife community for you, more than happy to do that. Just message us on the page. And if you're watching it on or listening on the podcast later, again, you don't need messages today, just message when you hear it if you've got something you want to share.
Perfect. Okay.
Great.
Bye-bye from
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you, guys. Bye.
You'll have to hit the button to end the broadcast there.